Anything you do, just wall elimination. He might not have the heals for it. He's got 15 minutes. Joe does have the top down, though, but it doesn't matter as Moni catches the victory royale. 6 eliminations, 7 for the duo. That's a lot of points, Jack.
That was a really smart decision right there from Moni. So he recognized that the players had to move up the side of that cliff. They were forced up basically one platform. So he placed a turret down to block their escape route. Basically, that last player, I think it was Joaquin, had to take the launch pad and try to force something to happen. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough. NA West not disappointing so far. This action has been insane. And I know Sundown's been watching across all the different matches to catch them up to speed.
Thank you so much, Courage and Lupo. And I know a lot of people not huge fans of the turret, but Courage called it out there. It has a higher base HP than anything else. You can slap that down right on top of wood. Great play from Loki's Moni. We're going to take a look at some other individual efforts that came up huge. Now, I know this is a duos competition, but sometimes when it comes down to the pair, the difference is an individual effort being able to lift you up to the top and be able to get you just a couple more points. So we're going to jump on in first with Caden. We saw this. This is when we talk about the mid-tarp and the backside of the circle and being ready to fight. 220 right away. 110 into the immediate AR swap to clean it up. And we talk about you don't even have time to pop a slip juice. That's 2.5 seconds and he doesn't get the space. But unfortunately, Aiden was more ready to fight here than Caden was. Aiden dropping down, cleaning that one up and ending that nice little spree from Caden. Now we're going to jump on board with Scary Noodle, who's looking very scary indeed. Great work using the cone edit peek to catch that player. Now, it's a fantastic shot here, then gets run around for a solid 35 seconds, but is finally able to make Kiss the Barrel, and gets the rip from it to rotate himself out. So great effort there with his partner down. And I mean, Vortex here, currently sitting on no elims, times it out perfectly to get the knock onto Yanks, but he's not done yet. Tracking it down, make sure he gets the confirm onto it to get the siphon over and get more materials and then cover himself back up. Now notice, this edit play is fantastic because it gives him priority shot onto Burrito, and if you thought that edit play was great, watch him set this one up, block the player off, knows where the player is wanting to rotate from. This is a 1v1, he's constantly looking for him, and just watch what he does here. Just watch. This is all from low ground, and the fact that he's dictating this, the player goes to get the replace, edits him down into the line of fire, so he has the right hand, and he's covered the entire time. Just absolutely brilliant coming out from A-Girl Vortex. And I mean, like I said, this is just the semifinals. They're looking to get into the finals tomorrow for a chance to qualify into the Fortnite World Cup. But 2 days ago, we announced the Fortnite World Cup creative portion. So we kicked things off with our first trial, built and judged by Scissors. So make sure you take a look at our Insta and Twitter, all of our social channels, to keep an eye out on that. Every week, it will be a new creative trial for 5 total trials and more opportunities to qualify into that final in New York City on July 26th. It down to the 28th. So keep an eye out on those. It's not just about Battle Royale. You can creatively get your way onto that stage as well. Tons of ways to get into it, tons of opportunities to play, and just a ton of games, whether it is creative or Battle Royale. I personally want to see some more Battle Royale. Want to finish out that NA West action. I'm hearing now the games are ready, so I'm going to throw it back on over to Courage and Lupo.
This is all from low ground, and the fact that he's dictating this,
Sundown, handsome as always. As we hop back into the NA West action, the creative Fortnite
and he's
World Cup creative mode. The first trial judged by Scissors. Scissors, one of the most brilliant people I've seen in the creative mode. It's inspiring to see what he's been able to create, bring so many people together, while also simultaneously making so many people angry.
A chance to qualify into the Fortnite
keyboards
World
have you
Cup.
destroyed, Jack?
2 days ago, we announced the
not
Fortnite
keyboard. See, I don't destroy my keyboard. I just stress eat. So I put on 10
pounds. So we kick things off with our first trial, built and judged by Scissors. So make sure you take a look at our Insta and Twitter, all of our social channels, to keep an eye out on that. Every week it will be a new creative trial for 5 total trials and more opportunities to qualify into that final in New York City on July 26th.
Doesn't have to do
the
anything.
28th. So keep an eye out on those. It's not just about Battle Royale. You can creatively get your way onto that stage
does have
as
quite
well.
a bit of medium
Tons
ammo
of ways
there.
to get into it, tons of opportunities to play, and just a ton of games, whether it is creative or Battle Royale. I personally want to see some more Battle Royale. Want to finish out that NA West action. I'm hearing now the games are ready, so I'm going to throw it back on over to Courage and Lupo.
Thank you so much. Sundown, Hanson, as always.
That Opowitz is taking,
just looking for an opportunity West action, that creative some shots out. World Cup creative
hasn't really spotted anything.
The first trial judged by Scissors.
One of the most top left your screen, actually.
Brilliant people I've seen in the creative mode. It's inspiring to see what he's been able to create for so many people together.
Number 13 and up,
simultaneously making so many people angry.
And Bloom said that as well.
How many keyboards have you destroyed, Jack, while doing those death runs?
All the way down here at the bottom in the water. You've got a baller Jack. You have probably a loadout that's pretty hefty, at least a legendary pump shotgun. Caden goes down. We watch him run through an entire league of players with a pump. Not this game, though. You have the bottom here and a baller. What's the play call, Jack?
Well, right now you're just big chilling. Again, reminder for folks at home, there is an unknown bug that's being worked on with spectator mode where it's not showing the full inventory of Opowitz, but I can promise he's got more. They got more than just that. Yeah. So. But yeah, I mean, right now, again, when you're by yourself, you are just looking for pop shots and free opportunities for limbs. You are not playing to be a hero right now, especially when you're this close to top 15 and potentially earning yourself some placement points. Nice guy caught right on the end there. Will hit the launch pad in time, but yeah, to be honest, Oppa is playing extremely confident for the position that he's currently in. Has a ton of mats and that shot right there with the pump.
Good reason to play confident if he's hitting shots like that.
Hasn't really spotted anything.
Caught off guard on the fly-in. Oh my God! Beaming players out of midair. Opowitz has the top of the map right now, and he's going to get a little more aggressive. Doesn't want to be challenged here.
This is key right here.
Bloom sent it picking up another Elam. Carlos picking up an Elam to feed his way. Saul from CLG is in this game as well. Destroyer. A ton of names that we've seen plenty of times at previous events. All these players still battling it out. 29 players left. 19 duos, 18 duos, which means when 3 more go down, that's placement points for everybody that's left.
Not this game, though. Recognizing how low his mats are, and I love this.
And a baller. What's the play call, Jack?
So he has full peace of mind, knowing he can loot everything that's left. He just went from 10 total builds to 120 plus. And when you give one of the best young talents in the game this many materials, he's going to put them to use. Look at the tunneling. Look at how fast he's able to build towards the zone. Kind of taking a moment just to take a look at his bearings, making sure he's all set for the moment. We'll continue to push on, and I think now we'll be just on the edge of the zone, and it's time for him to begin to look to cut down more players with these eliminations.
Nice guy trying to assert himself into the front of this moving storm. Southwest push. Got to make his duo proud. Kytrax already eliminated, but High Sky has 4 elims of his own. An opportunity to show why he is one of the up-and-coming players, an absolute legend if he can hit a shot. We've already seen him destroying his way through the field.
The top of the map right now, and he's going to get a little more aggressive. Doesn't want to be challenged here.
This is key right here.
Opowitz still alive as well. 20 players, 19 players, 15 duos remaining though, so everybody that's in here is picking up points. Skadoosh gets knocked back by Landon.
All these players still
Cortex still in it as well.
29 players
left. High Sky just went down to Fartman. 2-3-1-2-8-3-1-1
placement points.
All the numbers before that were already taken.
How low his mats are.
I love their name. All the way up top.
The limb, so he has full peace of mind, knowing he can loot everything that's left.
Juki goes down in the bottom left corner, way outside the zone.
To 120 plus.
Rolling up top.
And when you give
11
one of
players,
the best
9
young
teams
talents
though.
in the game, this many materials,
Gator
he's
knocks
going to
Destroyer
put them
with
to use.
fall
Look
damage.
at the tunneling. Look at how
Low
fast
ground
he's
warrior
able
Landon,
to build
his teammate Cortex still in here as well. The SMG spray, and he does get Fartman 2-3-1 and all the other numbers. No builds though.
Will be just on the edge of the zone.
Does have minis, doesn't need to use them right now at 148 total HP. They're the only duo left in here though. Gator caught off guard, and maybe some builds in there. A little bit of pickup in the
Southwest push.
Gotta make his duo. What a tough spot.
Already eliminated.
At the top of the map, way above.
4 elims of his
If that
own.
structure gets knocked down and he doesn't have a redeploy or a rift, he is in a tough spot. Well, thankfully there's like a layer above with Noipi. Yes, and he can kind of follow Noipi's builds, which I think is exactly what he's going to do, because Noipi was his greatest threat
This is brilliantly done by Rift. Noticing that all three players are on the low ground will make it so that fall damage can no longer cost his game. See on the right side of the screen, the duo trying to spray out up Rift. Panic building, still with 52 builds remaining. Continuing to just stretch on out. Doesn't have the health advantage, though, and it's going to come down to a moment where he's got to go for it. I think that's the moment right now. No builds to the duo. Shots coming on in. There's one quick knock, turns around. Doesn't have the time to get the final shot, though.
Sofa.
As Cortex secures the victory and drops the emote at the end.
Way outside the zone.
These structures post-match, I think, speak volumes about just how crazy things can get. And especially the positional play from Rift there, knowing that he should stay above. He doesn't have to drop in just yet. He's not going to get beamed from underneath. He's not going to try and break the structure because there's another layer in between. He waited to the very last moment and a little bit of a missed shot or two there, and the clutch awareness of the duo that was still alive. Almost had it, though. Another volcano ending. We haven't been in
a little bit of pickup.
Paradise Falls once today.
Fantastic.
We haven't been in Polar. Well, we've been in Polar once.
We haven't seen
Pleasant Park. We've legitimately only had games. Well, thankfully, there's like a layer above side of the map. Yeah, so now he can kind of follow Northeast builds, which I think is
Jack's
exactly
going to try and get
information
from the developers real quick.
This is brilliantly done by Rift.
Jack, it was fun working with you.
Players are on the low ground. We're going to bring Gold Boy back. Can no longer cost his game.
Oh my God, the bow shot. Even if you don't hit directly, if you're within, I believe it's 3 meters, you're going to get 100 damage on the target. And that's incredible against vehicles as well. I saw a clip on Twitter today. I don't remember exactly who it was, but back-to-back bow shots on a duo riding a quad. The first shot does double 100 shield. The second shot does double 100 HP, and the duo goes down. And this was in the games today. I think it was DMO maybe hit those. Somebody on Twitter is going to have to remind me. Find me that clip, please, because it was insane.
The positional play from Rift there, knowing that he should stay above.
In this, when people try to read their rotations without using too many mats,
they're not going to try and break a structure
because there's another layer in between to punish them with to get free damage on them.
And a little bit of a
it's crazy how many materials it'll eat through as well. If you shoot right at the junction points between, you can break so many structures simultaneously. And Sean, by the way, beaming Veil down. You can break so many structures with only a couple of bow shots, especially if it's just wood, that it almost seems it's very rude at a minimum when you're fighting against somebody that maybe is getting shot by them.
All these players you see, if I'm not mistaken, are about to have to trek up the side of the volcano from this low ground. I believe that's what's about to happen here. Yeah, look, they're dropping launch pads. They've got their brawlers set up. This is them legitimately going.
Oh my God, the bow shot.
Here we go. We've got to make something happen right now.
Unless everyone has rotation items here, we're going to go from 31 players to maybe 20 in a matter of seconds once this starts to push forward, and it is. Jumping out, gets the shot. Oh my gosh, Monsoon's picking one off, waiting to see if he can go for it.
The first shot does double 100 shield. The second shot
they seem attempting to get the red. They're trying to bust in with the ballers right now. But it is made of metal, and I think that for now they at least force them off the res, and that should be their green light.
Somebody
keep on going.
To remind me.
Players now all begin to trail out. You see the builds. It's going kind of to the side of the mountain. So insane. The illumination does come on through. So 50 HP earned right there. The health on the limb always so important. Closing in on the zone. The ball is still near full health. And wow, look at this.
It's crazy how many materials a lot of players
stacked on top of each other. Sometimes it's even difficult just to read even a single name. Gash and Chexy still in here. 7 elims between the two of them. Spicy goes down in the feed.
You can break so many structures
with that elim.
Only a couple bow shots, especially
48
wood, that it almost seems
potentially it was switching from one material to another, I believe.
When you're fighting against somebody that maybe is getting shot.
They showed rapid on the
players you see, if I'm not mistaken, are about to
the very edge of the zone. 27 players left, 17 duos. We're almost to the point where people are getting placement points. Pushing in, Oath says no thank you to Vide and gets that knocked down. Elim, I'm going to have to apologize to Vide in later chat.
Here we go. We've got to make something happen right now.
We continue on through. Everyone has rotation items here. We're going to go from 31 players to maybe 20.
I don't think it's too friendly.
No, not at all. One up in the feed there. Starts to push forward.
Flame goes down to CR.
Out, gets the shot.
These are just great little bits of tunneling. Realizing there's no way players are on their back, so they're not building a fully encompassed tunnel. They're just building where they need to, saving even 5 mats across this tunnel. Can make a difference in this game, but now this could spell disaster. They're being targeted. They've got trees in their way. You can't go through the trees, so guess what? They're going to go above it, shoot them all down, and that was smooth. That was smooth, Lupo, as they've taken the high ground.
Ballers still on the outside.
Closing
Now's their
on the
chance
zone. The
to
Ballers
take
still near
any
full
shots
health.
they can at players
Wow,
underneath.
look at
44
this
builds
rotation.
left in Oath's inventory. I'm not sure how much Tukey has
even
to
difficult
his
just to
name.
read
They're
in a
sitting
single
on
name.
a
Gash
pretty good
and
spot.
Chexy
Vet
still in here,
past
7
the
elims
landing
between
just
the two
below
of
them,
them.
1 or 2
Spicy
layers.
goes
He's going to have
down
to
on
box
the feet.
himself in. Oath and Tukey starting to take shots. It's time to deal as much damage as they can, but they're getting challenged for high ground. Oath and Tukey versus it looks like one player, and they decide a little bit of a waterfall, dropping down. Maybe now's not the time to challenge. That zone is right above them.
17
Here we go. Goes for it. Chexy catches him off guard. 42 HP left. But that elim is very, very big. 2 boogies to his name as well in case things get absolutely hairy. But Oath is now
look at how high
blocked.
up he is. But he does have
Oath and Tukey.
redeploy. And also, if he wants to really try something risky, he can jump. If he needs to drop down, he can jump onto the onto the zip line and hit that. But yeah, when you redeploy, it does your job. There would have been if he had no redeploy, but he fully into literally at 50 HP. Like literally must have been what, 1 health at that moment?
Can make the difference in this game, but now this
Those
could spell
bandages,
disaster.
last second healing as the storm starts to rotate.
He's got to build out like 1 layer further and then pop that. You got to pop the campfire too.
Endo solo. Oath is solo.
That was smooth.
Monsoon solo. Malbreezy solo. All 4 players trying to represent their duos, and now's the time. Oath does not have
Boogie Bombs underneath. One comes in, don't think it hit anybody.
Dude,
I'm really surprised Tukey has just placed his campfire already.
But they're
Literally on his last moment, another Boogie Bomb goes down. They're trying to Boogie Bomb each other. Endo on the low ground, the drop down comes in and out. With the clean pump shot, secures the victory. 5 eliminations for the duo.
Versus it looks like one
Did
player
you hear how many Boogie Bombs
a waterfall dropping down. Maybe now is
It's
not
because
the
everyone
time
holds him for the
to challenge.
ballers, but right there, to be honest, not many ballers were in play.
Here we go.
There were a few maybe when there was 15 players left, and that was it.
HP left.
At a certain point, maybe just using those and going for pump, single, 1 pump
2
shots,
boogies to his name as well in case
headshots.
things get absolutely
Just for the
hairy, but
siphon,
Oath is now
anything if you have an
But
opportunity.
he does have redeploy.
And also, a little bit less on the player count. The heavy sniper RPG combo, always scary to go up against.
Onto the zip line.
24 players left in this lobby, so not as crazy as some of these, 45 to 50 player ones in this moment, Ben.
That heavy sniper is I think, unanimously one of the most agreed upon items from any of the pro players. No one's ever complained about it. That's totally facetious on my part. As they rotate in the zone here, 91 builds, 74 snipe shots. That's a lot.
Remember when the meta used to be
Monsoon solo, Malbreezy solo.
the grenade launcher? Like you never really see Nick with the grenade launcher in play anymore. You have Aiden and Sean in this game as well.
Don't think it hit anybody.
Probably sitting up top, wondering if seeing how they're still sat there. You got to think they probably had some sort of rotation item, or they're just hoping to walk it on out and not be targeted right away.
Endo on the low ground, the drop down comes in and out.
I thought he had
with
that.
the clean
Here,
pump
so one more mini left.
Secures the victory. 5 eliminations for the duo.
Hello, right here.
Did you think how many boogie bombs went off? It's because everyone holds them for the ballers.
Are they going to go double heavy? I mean, you got to think they will, right? Yep, they do.
Not many ballers were in play. There were a few,
This point's got to be the right call. You have an opportunity now. Double heavy snipes means if you see 1 layer between an opponent and yourself, your teammate takes the shot at the exact same time that you do, or maybe just a fraction of a second off, and you try and sneak a shot through. Turbo build fast enough. Foursquare pushing in, asserts dominance, picks up 2 more. That's scary for this duo, Jack. 10 teams left, 20 players, which means every single team that's left is a full duo. We have not seen a game like this yet, I think.
That's actually nuts. That is actually nuts. There's Gunfly, who was top 10 when we checked the standings earlier on.
Totally
him and Prime TV.
As they
rotate Gunfly tweet out like after the first 4 games, they already hit like 49 points in 4 games. Remember when the meta used to be incredible start? His goal was to hit 100 plus launcher. Like you never really see. Show you guys the full standings later on to see if he was able to reach that goal.
A reminder on the right side of the screen there, top 15 is 3 points. If you make the top 10, which is everybody alive right now, that's 5 points total. A top 5 finishes 7 points in that victory royale is 10, with every single elim being an additional point on top. The icing on the cake, so to say, not to make it under Jack.
One more mini left. One the way to my heart. Use this one. Launch pad down.
Hello, right here.
Go as far as possible towards this zone. And with all these mats left, they should have a chance to just kind of freely rotate. But instead, they want to push for limbs. And there goes Sean. That means Aiden's got to be nearby as well. And The laser from the back, gotta watch out for that.
If you see one layer between
I don't think he will get the help for the elimination because his teammate Gunfly did
the shot
just
the exact same
finish
time
that elimination.
or maybe just
but it looks like a build battle is what he's looking for right now.
Sneak a shot through. Turbo Bill is fast enough. Pushing in, asserts dominance, picks up 2 more. That's 8 for this duo, Jack.
Against
10 teams left, 20 players, which means every single team that's left is a full duo. We have not seen a game like this.
And what Prime potentially has.
That's actually nuts.
They can make their way in.
There's Gunfly, who was top 10 when we checked the standings earlier on.
There we go.
He's the Lone Ranger.
Him and Prime TV.
But he's the target of at least one duo right now. So those 5 minis, but definitely not safe to go ahead and pop those right now. So looks like now he decides, okay, I'm good to pop him. One comes in, plus the 50 for that
later on to see if he was
knock
able to
he
reach
had
that
earlier on.
A reminder on the right
13 players in total. Aiden, again, all by himself. The shot was cut down earlier.
Right now, that's 5 points total. A top 5
he's
finishes
all the way
7
on this low
points now.
ground,
Victory Royale
completely
is 10
unscathed.
with every single
Turns and Beam's voice
being an additional
down to no
point
shields.
on top, the icing on the cake.
Voice now having to get aggressive. I mean, Aiden, all things considered, in a lobby of basically all duos left up to about a minute ago, Aiden could make this happen.
Voice
and with all these mats left, they should have a chance to just kind of freely rotate, but instead they want to push for going. And there goes Sean. That means Aiden's got to be nearby as well. And
beamed out immediately.
The laser from the back, got to watch out for that.
8 players.
I don't think he will get the help for the elimination because his teammate Gunfly did just
drops the launch, but it gets blocked, but it doesn't matter. Voice says that, you block my launch pad. Picks up both there, 7 elims now. And there's a knock behind him.
Look at the mats. Look at the mats. See, this build is perfect. That was a flawless build. Doesn't actually get to pop the minis, but either way, 2 more limbs already earned. Aiden finally goes down. Jammies and Tristan up top. Voice in the middle. Hawkins down low. Everyone now dropping on in. The battle getting up close and personal. Rockets getting spammed on down. He's the tree now gone.
At least one
you see Voice with the elimination on the Tristan.
But definitely not safe to go ahead and pop
Sogies with the elimination.
Looks like
on the Voice.
Okay, I'm good to pop.
Now it's a 1 versus 1.
One comes
Jammies
in, plus the 50 for that knock he
Sogies.
had earlier on.
Jammies is sitting on
13
players.
110 of the high ground. Again, all by
Line is here.
himself.
He's outside the storm,
beam.
trying to beam his way in. And at that point, Jamie says,
all
I
the way
don't
on the
care
slow
about
ground.
the storm.
Completely
Pushes
unscathed.
right out, secures that
Turns and
9th
Beam's
elim,
Voice
and the
down to
victory
no
royale.
shields.
GG.
Voice now having
now
to
it's
get
a bunny
aggressive.
rabbit.
I mean, Aiden, all things considered,
on
in a lobby of basically
2
all
more matches
duos
to cover tonight, guys. For you all,
about
hope you enjoy the coverage.
Aiden could make this happen.
Here of the Fortnite World Cup online qualifiers.
Domo goes down to feed their
Week 2, Harmful and Triggy in this next game. And that Triggy, highest amount of eliminations so far.
Not giving him a chance to heal.
8 players,
35 players.
duos total.
That's
20
duos total. They have 5 duos to drop out. People start picking up placement points. You have to realize, so to get to this point, every single one of these players on their accounts in the region that they're playing in had to get to 300 points in arena. Solos or duos is a shared point pool. So after that,
2 more limbs already earned.
today,
Aiden finally
the
goes
top
down. Jammies and
1,500
Tristan up top.
in each region, the top 1,500 duos move on
Everyone
to
now
tomorrow.
dropping on
And then
in.
they're still not done. They have another layer to get through because tomorrow,
getting spammed on
per
down.
region,
The
there are
tree
so
now gone.
few duos
You
that
see Voice
qualify
with the
this
elimination
week
on the
for
Tristan.
the World Cup Grand Finals in New
Sogies
York
with the
City.
elimination on the
You're going to
Voice.
see a lot of players
Now it's a
returning.
1
They have
versus 1.
5 weeks of duos to do it, so if they don't make it this week, it's not over yet. They have more practice, more training, and I guarantee you, a lot of these names, you're going to see a lot of very popular duos that we've seen destroy in previous events. Not make it through just yet. They will come back more powerful, I guarantee you, every subsequent week until they're in tech.
Now it's a bunny
100%.
rabbit.
That's the beauty of having 10 weeks of these online qualifiers. We're just in week number 2, so players shouldn't be in panic mode yet if they don't make it on through up to this point. But you know, in the interview that was done with Vivid, if you've been watching today, you see Vivid mention how it's such a relief just after week 1 to already have qualified for the solos competition
so far.
Here we are, a little bit of different scenery in Retail Row.
That's
Finally in a major point of
They
interest
have 5 duos to drop
for this
out.
end game.
Start
Sage
picking up
farming
placement
up whatever he can,
You have to realize,
trying to claim this whole building for his own.
Every single one of these players on their account
Every
in the region
little
that
material
they're playing
counts,
in
floors,
had to
ceilings,
get to 300 points
signs,
in arena.
it does not
Solos
matter.
or duos. It's a
Do
shared
they have
point
2
pool.
ballers? What that
After
was
that,
completely
today,
near broken.
It looks fun to me, Jack. In each region,
real
the top
secure.
1,500 duos.
They'll both net it
hold
out.
on to
Stinks coming in
tomorrow.
towards the
Then
1x1
they're
nearby.
still not done. They have another layer to
Did he
get
just
through
get the
because
limit on
tomorrow,
I heard the elimination sound.
Yeah.
There are so few duos that
Swap
qualify
and
this
Sage all the way on the bottom there.
the World Cup.
They're not really getting pressured. They have an opportunity just to take, looks like essentially free shots. Anybody that might be rotating. It's funny to see the little silhouettes through the walls because we're the spectate climb. We can see things like that. Sometimes you have players that look like they're sitting in a recliner that's them hanging out inside a ball. It might as well be a recliner, honestly. Hanging out inside a ball or waiting for rotations to happen.
I guarantee you,
Snakes moving
every
up above,
subsequent week until
Persecute and Riversun
100%. That's the beauty of having
inside
10
the
weeks of these
64 shot there, and his
we're just in
teammate
week number 2, so
able to
players shouldn't be in
secure
panic
the
mode
Elam
yet
on
if they don't
Bumboy.
make it on through up to this point. But you know, in the interview that was done with Vivid, if you've been watching today, you see Vivid mention how it's such a relief.
Excuse me.
Week 1 to already
I would
qualify
hit the cough button, but I wasn't given the cough button here today. So I'm going to
here we are, a little bit of
figure
different
out
scenery and retail row.
In the future if I keep sneezing. I'm
Finally,
sorry.
a major
Just
point of
don't
interest.
cough, you forehead, as we rotate
This
in here.
end-game stage, farming up whatever he can.
But it's no big deal. 19 teams left. They
this
just
whole
have to
building
outlast
for his
4
own.
more. They get the placement points. Put them in an even better position.
material
A drop in,
floors,
and Kirky
ceilings,
doesn't realize what he fell into as
signs, it does
Persecute
not matter.
punishes that.
Do they
Two
have
pump
2
shotguns.
ballers?
That's not what it's about to be.
Completely.
And they had 0 limbs up until about a minute ago. So they're completely banking in this game on playing for these late game rotations, reaching that placement. They just want placement points over everything, and then to clean up eliminations at the end of these games. Having to edit through these walls, break on through.
They're not really getting pressure.
Oh, they just got
to take looks
they
like
are
essentially
just
3
into the
shots.
zone the entire
Maybe
time.
they might be rotating. It's
Right
funny to see the little silhouettes
right behind these walls. Actually, it's a duo. Another solo player there. Going for every jump shot he can through the corner there. A knock occurred. We're looking for maybe an Elam. The last seconds there. Harmful picks
outside a ball or waiting for rotations to happen.
Sentinel all the way at the bottom.
Snakes moving
Both
up
players
above.
from AK still in
Persecute
it.
and
Fourth best
Riversun
giving wheels at the top of your screen for just a moment
shot
there.
and his
Only a
teammate
pair,
Persecute
but now
able
one
to
ball,
secure the
one or 2
Elam
balls
on
left
Bumboy.
max. At this point, Nibs picks up an Elam. Harmful goes down to Persecute, picking up the 3rd Elam for this duo. The 4th Elam for this duo. Again, they had 0 moments ago. This was a 0-point game when there was 20 people left. Now it's a 9-point game for them because they've placed in top 10 to earn, what, 5 points, right? And they've got 4 limbs so far. Things can shift so quickly. I think it's a good opportunity to highlight the fact that a lot of these games, for some teams, you may not see them in the feed at all in early or mid-game. They might have just planned to drop on the outside and rotate in and wait for the end. The end game is where a lot of players really focus. You can see here, Persecute does get knocked by Triggy, but it's still been a solid game for them. Like I said, they waited for the end game to start making plays and pushing for points and Elams. And it's paid off thus far. 44 shield damage to the window.
You see it,
But it does look like
there.
Triggy did get eliminated. Persecute got knocked. Triggy gets taken out.
Duo right behind these walls. Actually,
Wheels
it's a duo and another.
Jay all the way up top. Atlas,
going for every
the
jump
middle
shot
layer there.
through the corner there. A knock occurred.
Solo on his own here.
Maybe
I was wondering if maybe there's a chance he could pop a med kit because of how far he got. Like, that's what I'm saying. He's got the entire rotation. I was wondering if he was going to try to go for it because of how far ahead he was in the zone, but I think he realizes there's just really not enough time. Now top 5 more points earned. Jumping into that box. 1 pump, 2 pump. Top 3.
Harmful goes down.
Riversun puts this team at 6 limbs and hits the rift. He's going to dive straight back down. Wheels is absolute one shot. Who will Jay Lee target? Looks like that's, is that a team up top? That is a team up top. Because they only duo left. The only duo left, which was a saving grace for Wheels, but Jay Lee does take some fall damage. Riversun, not with the most HP, does have the ultimate low ground now, though. 2 players dropping on in. It's Wheels just above. 1 versus 2. Riversun, he's in the same box. There's no way he's going to win this fight. There's no way he's going to win this fight. Riversun for the 1 versus 2. Wheels just below. Couldn't be weaker. The shot, oh my goodness! Riversun and Persecute from a 0-point game to an 18-point victory royale. Waiting to the very end of the game to strike, and boy, did they. That is absolutely ridiculous, and this build is insane. The layers, they did a number of branches. Look at this, Jack. Retail row, and apparently they've had a rebirth. All new building. Final game of the night. Here's a look at it now. Power and Dade. Dade very, very weak, right nearby. Obviously on different teams. Power, your elimination leader so far in this game. At 7 limbs, 32 players left in this one with 19 duos. Now these 2 players you see on the screen, they're not the same team. They have different colored silhouettes. Power is actually by himself. His teammate Tonesy out with 40 limbs. But 11 between the 2 of them. 19 duos remaining, which means that 4 more go down. That's even more points on top of the 11 they already have. This is a solid game. Win or lose.
That is a team up top.
Right now,
the only duo left.
It's the only duo left, which is a saving grace for Wheels, but Jay Lee does take some fall damage. Riverside not with the most HP, does have the ultimate low ground now, though.
He's already
2 players dropping on in. It's Wheels just
he's
above,
already here.
1 versus
I think
2.
the big issue is that he really can't.
He's in the same box.
So much
There's no
AR
way he's going to win this,
but he
right?
actually
There's
can't
no way he's
spray
going to win
down
this,
to like a
right?
high ground where you typically want to in a moment like this. So he's rotated, but like, look at how awkward the spot is. He would be looking uphill if he wants to get a limit on anybody.
This is actually pretty cool POV. The crate dropping in. You see a number of players nested in the same little structure set down below. Take down to basically one shot. Dade basically one shot. Moni actually shot out into the zone and caught himself. He's safe now. Moni and Tig putting down that campfire.
Retail row, apparently they've had
I feel like that will kind of mark itself as a hey, shoot here signal, depending on your position relative to other players. It looks like they're going to make it through okay. Power.
Dade very, very weak right nearby. Obviously on different teams. Power your elimination leader so far this game.
Again, when you're in this position, there's like so few things you can do, but
19 duos.
Gets the player. He knows he's absolutely one shot, under 70 HP. There's 2 in there, though. I think they just swapped positions. I think the one that was weak just swapped into the baller for the moment. Because again, now is when it's really going to be tough with no rotation available. When you're in this spot, you kind of hope that someone else uses a launch pad of their own.
He's going all the way up.
And yeah, this is going from the valley of the river up towards the top side of Tilted Towers. Will definitely be going uphill.
Here's a silver lining.
It's interesting to note, too, in the next safe zone, you notice there's kind of a prize waiting inside.
That crate
could potentially contain something to save the day for one of these duos or a solo that's left. Imagine pulling the rift to go on the fly just when you need it. Beaming back to back 70s.
Wow, look at how awkward the
down
spot
power,
is. He'd be looking uphill if he wants to get a limit on anybody.
He is going to pick up that
POV, the crate dropping
now
in.
it's time to start
you see a
rotating
number of players.
There's the launch pad. Here we go. And Verity had just blocked the launch pad. You see Verity try to launch, actually hit their head on their own build.
He's safe now. Moni and Tig putting down that campfire. You can see the smoke signal
set up.
Again,
56 total builds. You're trying not to overbuild at this point.
Depending on your position relative to other players.
So you see, look at that. That was already 13 builds. That's already, over 10% gun.
Missed the build there on the way down. Looks like he might have tried to jump down.
Again, when you're in this position, there's like so few things he can do.
They've barely done anything on this rotation,
Gets the player. He knows he's absolutely one shot. Under 70 HP. There's 2 in there,
waste the builds, Jack.
I think they just swapped positions. I think the one that was weak to slot into the baller for the moment.
Branching as he goes, blocking above,
now is
beside him,
really going to be tough with no rotation
not
available.
Double layering above until he's ready to stay.
It's going right back. Someone else uses a launch pad.
It's going right back to almost
the exact same spot. Which means they already have tunnels built up. Power in the feed picks up another Elam. He's still in it.
Jeez.
Uphill here.
19 teams. About to enter the top 10 in these duos. Who will secure those extra placement points? There's a beautiful pump shot. Joaquin getting his third. Bruce picking up another Elam in the feed. They see a little bit of opportunity, a little bit of damage on that ball rotation. Joaquin, Prodigy, both sole lives, 15 players, 12 duos total. Moni and Tig, if you remember, Moni rotated the outside not moments ago. Now his teammate Tig had the top down on Power. I think Power just got another elimination on a Bogan. I watched him drop down with a shotgun. I think that team's out like 13 or 14 eliminations. Prodigy and Joaquin, Prodigy popping what appears to be bandages to get that health up as much as possible. Stick grenades coming on into play now. The next duo who drops will unfortunately not earn those extra placement points for getting top 10.
Over 10%
drops. Looks like Joaquin picks up another Elam, drops a player's 4 out from under him, not able to catch themselves. Picks that up. The Stink going to try and zone that player out of the box. There's another one right in front. Surprise, Joaquin didn't go for shot on rotation. The player at the very bottom didn't have an opportunity to take it yet. Prodigy's teammates still alive. They don't realize Dade is so low. A butterfly flaps its wings and he goes down.
Yeah, typically say if someone sneezes on him, he'd be dead. But top 10 for the players now. One of the few remaining duos is Joaquin and Prodigy on our screen playing the kind of mid-ground right now. And oh my gosh!
There's that butterfly.
That is one smelly stink right there.
Who will secure those extra
Tig dropping down, Moni's still in this Trev, alive as well. It does appear that Power did go down earlier on. Tig just continue to follow these builds down. Someone trying to ramp up to the high ground. That's Power challenging. Tig now by himself up top in a 1 versus 1. There goes Power though. Tig, that's a game-saving play right there.
Rotated the outside. The Storm may have taken that. Tig looks like he did get a little bit of a heal there.
Another elimination on a Bogan.
They have 4 players left. It's a 2v2 situation. Moni and Tig versus Joaquin and Prodigy. We've watched both these teams. Prodigy gets knocked. It's a 1v2. Joaquin, it's all on him. him. 6 elims, he can't make it. Tig and Moni from above. The top down advantage, Jack.
Yeah, that's the victory royale. Top 10.
That is a beautiful, beautiful way to end the game for them. Congratulations to them. Nice. They're building on up. Looking like he's in creative mode right now. What a day of action. Sundown. He's looking handsome over there. Take it away, my friend.
Thank you so much, Courage and Lupo. And wow, what a day of action indeed. That last block of games was absurd. Like some of the most technical and well-executed Fortnite, as well as some of the clutchest plays we saw today, and hopefully they'll be able to carry that momentum into the finals tomorrow. So let's hop on over here and take a look at some of this brilliantly executed gameplay coming out. So first, we have Rift going up against Cortex and his duo. So Rift working his way down. This is a 1v2 situation. He's doing everything he can. He has a ton of builds trying to cover himself. But how can he try to win this match with the high ground and with the health advantage? So ramps himself out, but also covers it. Goes around on the left hand where they don't expect, hits the great pump, but unfortunately isn't able to track to get the siphon. So let's watch it from Cortez's perspective. And this might be a little confusing because Cortez did the exact same thing Rift did, flanking around to that left hand, almost not being there in time to cover Landon, but does hit the shot. Brilliant from him there. And now you have Endo coming out, not sure what Team Native is, but he was looking very aware here, able to crack back and pick it up. The self-awareness from him coming through gets him 3 incredible eliminations, dropping that player down, and now just watch his execution here. He's being so aware, knows that player is below him, knows he has to rotate through the storm, lines the shot up. Now, unfortunately, going to pick up some of that stuff, pulls him up in. So now, trying to utilize the boogie bomb, and it's actually ended up being a dance-off. Now, boogie bombs, if you aren't aware, they require line of sight to activate. So the floor blocking it off there for brilliantly allows him to land his boogie and drop down. Again, we talk about clutch
going up against Cortex and his duo.
His jump pad,
working his way down. This
into
is
a box
a 1v2 situation. He's doing everything he can.
Rotate himself out. Well executed there. Now we're going to jump on board with Riversun. I mean, 2 just great elims coming out from him there. And I mean, what he does in this situation is absolutely absurd. Just absurd. I mean, Riversun is on another level. Puts down the poison dart trap, gets the trigger, puts down the regular trap, and gets that 1v2 outplay. Able to pick up, but look at the siphon. He gets it with 19 points. He takes the high ground and then fires the rocket launcher down. Riversun, Lord of the West, Son of the River, King of the Clutch, and right now on another level. He is already qualified in for the solos, and he's showing that with his duo Persecute, they could very well be another one of those pairs looking to book both of their trips into New York City. But that's going to be it for the matches today. Don't go anywhere. We're going to go to a short break and then wrap it all on up in the pre-show. We'll give you that first place spot for NAOS post-show. Apologies. We'll give you that first place spot. Take a little look at the standings and cover some of the best actions, the eliminations you missed earlier. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Allows him to land his boogie and drop down. Again, we talk about clutch. Voice losing his jump pad, being forced into a box and lands both of the shots, able to then rotate himself out. Well executed there. Now we're going to jump on board with Riversun. I mean, 2 just great elims coming out from him there. And I mean, what he does in this situation is absolutely absurd. Just absurd. I mean, Riversun is on another level, puts down the poison dart trap, gets the trigger, puts down the regular trap, and gets that 1v2 outplay. Able to pick it up, but look at the siphon. He gets it with 19 points, retakes the high ground, and then fires the rocket launcher down. Riversun, Lord of the West, Son of the River, King of the Clutch, and right now on another level. He is already qualified in for the solos, and he's showing that with his duo Persecute, they could very well be another one of those pairs looking to book both of their trips into New York City. But that's going to be it for the matches today. Don't go anywhere. We're going to go to a short break and then wrap it all on up in the pre-show. We'll give you that first place spot for NAOS post-show. Apologies. We'll give you that first place spot, take a little look at the standings, and cover some of the best actions, the eliminations you missed earlier. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
And that is a wrap for today. Congratulations to all the people who fought valiantly and qualified for tomorrow's big matches. Only a select few will be joining us in New York City for the Fortnite World Cup final. It's going to be amazing. But, you know, we've been seeing a lot of chatter online in the interwebs, you know, because that's what I call it. I feel like I'm an old man. Like, well, I've been seeing a lot of stuff in the year old too. You could say it with me. Right, we were seeing a lot of stuff in the internet there, right? Down there, internet tubes. You got to look out for that. Oh, you got to look out for the internet. Anyway, let's take a look at the dang wall. So we have some funny moments and people tweeting out all the good stuff here. And there you go. Oh, boom. Oh, it's like powerful. Wow, love that first one that just comes up out of nowhere, just blatantly slapping me in the face. What about me?
Doesn't mention anybody else, just Jack's casting.
Thank you.
For some reason.
Thank you.
Clearly the only person here.
Where do you think I was during my break, guys?
Somebody write down that Twitter. I need to make sure that account gets closed as soon as possible. Thank you.
Okay. But yes, a lot of people sharing. Look at Mega right there. Shout out to Mega. First in World Cup semifinals with Dubs.
Yep.
Pretty sick.
Him and Dubs, man, they're legit. They're something special. I mean, super just like the level they're playing at, both in solos, because Mega was right there in solos as well. I know he qualified in the top spot for the semifinals. A little bit of a rougher final, but them doing that in duos.
For today, congratulations to all the people who fought valiantly and qualified for tomorrow's big matches. Only a select few will be joining us in New York City
to the regions,
because Oceania was the first region to play in the duo section for the Fortnite World Cup Week 2. And Oceania brought some great moments there. We saw familiar faces. Cam at the top yet again. No surprise here with folks like Slaya and Goobas, but it was Serpent and Hype. And, you know, we had the opportunity to cast their game, Zeke. They were on fire.
Yeah, man, these guys, if they bring it tomorrow, I would not be surprised if they were the ones that punch their ticket to the World Cup. You know, these guys are very consistent. Again, 107 points, 7 clear of the next best team, 66 eliminations. Do it again, man. We've got our duo coming with us.
Just Jack's casting.
Yeah,
thank you.
I'm excited. Cam, I want to get your thoughts real fast.
Where do you think I was during
Serpent
my break,
Hype,
guys?
how do you feel about their chances going into tomorrow being that one team that qualifies?
As soon as possible.
You know, I wouldn't put them as the favorite. I wouldn't put them as the favorite. I think this is a little bit more of, I wouldn't say a luckier streak, but we haven't seen them consistently up at the very top. I'm not saying they don't have a shot. I'd say we're probably more likely to see Goobas and Slayer, Vulture Cypher, or even Zori and Geese from Jam. Over all the duos, they've been the ones consistently rolling through. But that's not to discredit what Serpent and Hype were able to do, because this was a disgusting performance out of them in the best of ways.
Yeah, they had a lot of great moments and some high Oceania was the games. They were bringing the thunder in the duo section. But you know what? If they don't qualify tomorrow, then Cam, you can be okay.
Oceania brought
some great moments.
To be fair, that's a little like, oh, if they don't qualify, you're good. That was a good prediction. I mean, there's one spot, and all of these teams are incredibly talented. So it's like, it's like roll and die going through all you. If it's not a true one, you did great. Well,
yeah, man, these guys, if they bring it tomorrow, I would not be surprised if they were the ones that
a region that we're all very familiar with, and the skill level there is absurd, and no surprise as far as consistency goes. You got FaxFox and Banny. FaxFox poised to be the first player in the road to the Fortnite World Cup final to be a qualifier in solo and a qualifier in the duos.
I wouldn't put them as the favorite. I wouldn't put them as the favorite.
Pretty awesome stuff here. This region obviously will be very competitive, but I want to see them on the world stage against some of the best.
The only team with triple-digit points, 66 eliminations.
I'm not saying they don't have a shot. I'd say we're probably more likely to see Goobas and Slayer, Vulture Cypher, or
especially with the way that we saw some of these games play out today. You had a lot of players in top-down positions that ended up losing games. We saw players 2v1 situations where you had teammates dropping in early. There were some questionable calls, but right here, FaxFox and Banny, I mean, they
had a lot of great
looking
moments
literally at just the numbers, there's a reason that they're on top.
And to think about the fact that this isn't them just being the first ones to qualify in the region, right? Only one team, one person qualifies from that region. Like the fact that they could do that, not only be the first to do it, but do it in a region where only one team qualifies and one solo, and then do it in the first 2 weeks.
It's insane. It will prove without a doubt doubt that Fox is the best player in the Asia region. Qualifies solo by himself and then qualifies in duos with his partner Benny. And then some great moments as well. Sundown really was just so impressive there. But moving on though to our next region, I believe it's going to be Europe that we're going to be discussing here. And Europe had 4 spots up for grabs. So the most out of all the regions, North America has 4, but like West, East,
pretty awesome stuff here. This region obviously will be very competitive, but I want to see them on the world stage against some of the best.
It'll be Fnatic Motor and VHV Verax at the top 105 points. But look right there, some familiar names that we've seen. Airwalks and Nikov, some great players there. And also, is it Kaiser? I'm assuming it's Kaiser. Kaiser, yeah, there you go, because you know the J.
2v1 situations where you have to drop in early.
You know, there's a legend when it comes to name knowledge, not even kidding.
But let's discuss this because Sundown, great players here in Europe. Do you think that they are the better region?
And to think about the fact
in
that
terms of, I don't necessarily know if I would say better. Like better is a little difficult. I would say they're more competitive in terms of the bottom. Like it was 58 points to get
be the first to do it
into the finals tomorrow. To even have a chance to compete for one of the 4 spots here, you need to score 58 points in 10 matches. You need to average
without a doubt
5.8 points a game. That's absurd. It is against only the Champion League players in Europe. I think anybody who's on this front page reasonably has a shot to challenge for the top 4. But I mean, out of this group in particular, there are so many just high-volume plays coming out. We can see everybody in the European region is able to slay out, but they're also able to play for late. It's not like they're just going like reckless from the very beginning. It's calculated. They're finding spots where they can aggress, and then more importantly, they're executing on it and transitioning it into a late game. That's why you see towards the top of the table, like 90 plus into, I think it was 104 was the highest range. Like that's a lot of points, but you don't get that by slaying out super big early and then falling off. You get that by consistently every single game. Late placements, high healing.
But let's discuss this a dominant region and lots of talent over there, as evident by what we saw today. 58 points just to get to the finals tomorrow. Crazy stuff there. The next region was Brazil. We had a chance to jump into a few of those games as well, and there were some great matches there, but it was going to be Knicks and PF
to compete for one of the 4 spots.
Everybody.
You need to score 58
points on that board. Every duel has triple. Are you kidding me? 124 with 82 elims and only 1 victory royale.
The Champion League players in Europe. I think anybody who's on this front page reasonably
so Nick was one of the guys that I think he finished second in the solos last week. So the talent certainly is there. I'm not all that surprised, honestly. I'm curious though, right? Because is this is this the top 10 of the best Sundown?
From the very beginning, it's calculated.
Or maybe there could be some farming of the puppers down low. Like I really am curious. Like that's a lot of points.
It is a lot of points.
90 plus
to speak to it as well, this was the other pair who was at, I think they were at 78 elims. The other
super big early and then falling off.
But in terms of, you're talking about, is this a little bit of pup farming? So what he means by that is, again, you need 300 points end up. You need to be in that Champion League to play on Saturday. Once you have that, though, it's effectively open in the top 15, 1,500 duos end up going through. What ends up happening then, because of the point structure and how matchmaking works, you match with players near your point total. So the first couple of games, if you are hyper-aggressive, if you really are in that top 0.001%, you have the ability to drop 34 plus eliminations and take out the win. So these guys, while they might be the most effective at winning in those circumstances, we've seen, particularly last week, it doesn't always carry over into the finals. The best players who end up fragging all the way out, I know we saw Toos in Europe ended up doing it. Mega also fell a little bit to this. When you are going that hard, that heavy, and then you kind of either expect that to roll over, or all of a sudden you're taking 5 or 6 really close engages, and you're not winning all of them because the players are just that much better.
And you mentioned Mega, and there he is. Lupo, you called it. I mean, Mega, Dubs, they dominated 112 points. They are legit. We know that the talent is certainly their courage.
I think they're at 78
I think that these two guys here,
like
they're a force. Dubs qualified for the Fortnite World Cup in second place, was one of the only unsigned players there to do so. Mega, looking like they could be making a double qualification.
We saw their tweets up on the board earlier about how hyped they are. What a relief it is, right? We all saw some of the stuff that happened for Dubs on social media, proving all the haters wrong. Great to see. You always got to give a shout out though to Ghost, the organization that always has players represented in the top half of these finals. Since what? The dawn of competitive Fortnite, Ghost has been one of the mecca organizations who just, it's like they have like a talent farm where they just always bring out new names that continue to impress.
Whoever does the scouting for Ghost, like honestly, hats off, take a bow, gentlemen, stab, whatever you need, because they're constantly finding not just the best of the best in terms of the players, but players who are consistent, innocent, assault. These are guys who you might not have heard of before. And yeah, Bizzle, nobody knew, like Bizzle and Demo used to stream to like 8 people at a time, and it's just consistent results from start to finish. They aren't worried about anything but performance.
Lupo, you called it. I mean, Mega, it really is. They dominated 112 points. And they are legit. We know that the talent is certainly their courage.
We all agree.
These two guys here, they're a force. Dubs qualified for the Fortnite World Cup in second place. Was one of the only unsigned players there to do so. Mega, looking like they could be making at the top it is Cloud and Kaizui Lupo. Familiar names here. Good players. All, and there's only one spot here.
That's not fair. For Dubs and social media.
It's insane to think too, but I mean, we mentioned the names. We had a shout out to the organization that always has players represented in the top half of these finals.
Just
excellent players.
Since what?
Wonderful awareness, as it shows. We mentioned a little bit ago, we were talking about pub farming, the early game, elim kind of buffer. Definitely not the case here, as you can see, 3 victory royales, 51 elims, which isn't even close to the most on the board right now. But the most points by a solid. I mean, 4 points at this point. If you look at the rest of the board, 91 to 98, only a 7-point spread from 2nd to 10th, and a lot of those are like 96 and 95, 94, right in the same range. Having 1 or 2, that's a big statement. They are far and away so far from today for NA West.
Without a doubt. And I think that, you know, I'm going to say, and I know that some people will probably like disagree with me on this, like especially online and social media, but here's the but everyone always talks about like the format and, you know, the eliminations being worth more than the placements, but that's like a perfect example of like placements being very important right then and there sometimes.
So I would highly encourage just going through, particularly if you're an analytical type of player and looking to improve, not only going back, watching some of these VODs, watching the cast, but also going through, just check the leaderboard, click on the pairs or click on the solo players, see what their point spread looks like. You'll notice in Europe, NA East in particular, NA West as well, the spread ends up being pretty consistently between 60-40, but normally for the top players, it's a lot closer to 50-50, and you're not going to get much farther outside of the spread. You can tell which players play placement heavy and which are a little bit more of an elim heavy, but anybody who's outside of that 60-40 range doesn't get into the top 5. Pretty much, unless it's something absurd, it just doesn't happen.
If you look at the rest of the board, 91 to 98,
you know, certainly going to be some interesting players to watch, and that leads me to the next segment, players to watch.
That's a big statement. They are far and away.
What a perfect segue.
But I got the call that was what was going to happen, and it was the plan the entire time. Disagree with me on this, like especially we cover them quite a bit, right? But you know, Serpent and Hype tomorrow, Sundown has a keen eye on them in particular. Faxbox and Vanny, if they don't qualify, I think I will cry. Then, you know, and the EU side, Mortar and Varix or Skype and Vato, great players there. I think we also have some players to watch in NA East and NA West. But you guys know these players, you know them so well. Jack, we've been commentating these guys for such a long time now. So much talent across the board.
Click on the pairs or click on the solo players. See what their point spread looks like. You'll notice in Europe, NA East in particular, NA West as well, the spread ends up being
from the NA West side.
pretty consistently
their
between
momentum to
60-40,
tomorrow.
but
The
normally
big
for the
question
top
for
players,
me,
it's
and yeah,
a
you hit
lot
the nail on the
closer
head,
to
Golden
50-50,
Boy.
and you're not going
You
to
think,
get
okay, yeah, you
much
see some of the other
farther
regions, and it's
outside
like,
the
okay,
spread.
Australia,
which players play placement heavy
and the
and which
Asia
are a
region,
little bit more
one
of
team
an
gets
elam
through
heavy.
NA
But
West.
anybody who's
One
outside of
duo
that 60-40 range
gets through.
doesn't get
One
into the
duo.
top 5.
That is it.
Pretty much, unless it's something absurd.
And it's such a
it just doesn't
competitive region
happen.
as well. But
exactly.
Hey,
and,
you know, those are the ropes, right?
Going to be
That's
some
just
interesting
how
players
the
to
cookie
watch,
crumbles.
and that leads me to
Right?
the
You're
next
killing me,
segment.
bro.
Players to watch.
Just
walk away, Tony.
All right, well, you know, well, we have just finds us here a part of our broadcast team. You know, we always have new people coming in, and one person, a part of our broadcast team, you may remember her from the Secret Skirmish, is Pookie Face. What's up? How's it going? Welcome. How you feeling?
I will cry.
Hi, guys. How are you?
In the EU side,
Good.
border
We're great.
or
Good.
Skype
Good.
and Vato.
Good talk, guys. Is that it?
I think we also have
We are very excited that you could join us.
And NA West.
You're excited? Is that an Easter pun?
You know them so well.
100%.
Jack, you've been commentating these guys for such a
That made
such a long
the
time
hair
now. So
on
much
the back of my neck stand up.
I'll get him out of here.
Please, at this point.
Please escort Zeke off of the ground.
Someone to watch out
You're
for.
good now.
Absolutely.
Okay, so your cat is
Kaizui
joining you
and
for some of the
Cloud,
matches.
Number one from
yeah,
the NA West side.
How many of the games have you had a chance to see? Any players that caught your attention? I know you've been watching for a lot of the day, I believe.
You think, okay, yeah, you see some of the other regions, and it's like, okay, Australia, and, you know,
every game you guys were
in the Asian
able to
region,
pass,
one team gets through. NA West,
you know, I just want to really talk about not so much like players right now, but just in terms of gameplay.
That's it. And it's such a competitive region
They can kind of be predictable in some ways, but duos, oh my goodness, I get so excited when I watch duos. Just seeing the synergy between the two players, how they bounce things back and forth. We saw a lot of the heavy sniper RPG combo today, which I love seeing. It's so much fun
a part of our broadcast team.
We saw double heavy sniper combos, which to land those shots as
part of our broadcast team. You may remember her from the Secret Skirmish.
In terms of players, though, like I want to talk about the Brazil region because it's not like I was surprised by them, but they really brought it today. And I think that your picks that you
are very excited that you could join us.
Yes, you're excited. Is that an Easter pun? Also, Blackout and his partner. They really brought it. That made the hair on the back of my neck stand well. Bizzle, of course, always fun to watch, always very consistent.
Okay, so your cat was joining you for some of the matches. How many of the games have you had a chance to see? Any players that caught your attention? I know you've been watching for a lot of the day, I believe.
But you never know. Like, these are open qualifiers, so anything can happen. Anyone can take this, and I think that's really what's the most exciting thing.
I couldn't agree more with that one. So we've been having a lot of fun here in the studio.
Just in terms of gameplay.
Pooks, when are you going to join us,
solo
dog?
games, they can kind of be predictable.
Okay, stay tuned. Cliffhanger. I like that. I like that. Pooks, thank you so much for your time. We miss you. Greatly appreciated. And let's get some games soon, for sure.
I miss you guys soon.
All right, take it easy. That was Pookie Face. Hopefully she'll be joining us here in the studio, but you may have seen her at Secret Skirmish as well. Definitely check her out on Twitter and on Twitch. She streams quite a bit. So yeah, I mean, that is basically going to be a wrap for today. It's been pretty fun.
In terms of players, though, like
fantastic first day, at least for me. I know Ben, this is first time out here. Thank you for showing us the ropes, gentlemen. Fantastic stuff. I'm going to go insane if we have Zeke continuing to lead our staged jokes throughout the 10 weeks of this competition.
Also,
you know what?
Wait, you guys are staging jokes?
Well,
why am I not in on these?
What they don't see is that we're also doing a vlog series behind the scenes. And I've been approached.
Boys setting it up. Don't worry.
Zeke's
Be
in
ready
charge
for
of
the
it.
memes. Be ready for
Here we go. No, it's fun, bro. It's great.
It's great work. The excellence. So like, that doesn't tell us.
Literally the last straw.
Well, that is going to do it for us. We're going to have to consider Zeke's employment in the future. But it has been an absolute blast. Now, tomorrow, don't forget to join us right here for the Fortnite World Cup online qualifier, because we're going to find out who the players will be in the duos competition that will be punching their ticket to New York City. We'll see you then.
I like that. Pooks, thank you so much for your time. We miss you. Greatly appreciate it. And let's get some games soon, for sure.
I miss you guys too.
Yeah. All right, take it easy. That was Pookie Face. Hopefully she'll be joining us here in the studio, but you may have seen her at Secret Skirmish as well. Definitely check her out on Twitter and on Twitch. She streams quite a bit. So yeah, I mean, that is basically going to be a wrap for today. It's been pretty fun, guys, right?
Yeah, fantastic first day, at least for me. I know, Ben, this is first time out here. Thank you for showing us the ropes, gentlemen. Fantastic stuff. I'm going to go insane if we have Zeke continuing to lead our staged jokes throughout the 10 weeks of this competition.
You know what?
Wait, you guys are staging jokes?
Well, what they don't see is that we're also doing a vlog series behind the scenes. And I've been approached.
Boys setting it up. Don't worry.
Zeke's in charge of the memes.
Be ready for
Here we go. No, it's fun, bro. It's great.
I just brought the excellent, so like that doesn't tell
us. That was literally the last straw.
Well, that is going to do it for us. We're going to have to consider Zeke's employment in the future, but it has been an absolute blast. Now, tomorrow, don't forget to join us right here for the Fortnite World Cup online qualifier, because we're going to find out who the players will be in the duos competition that will be punching their ticket to New York City. We'll see you then. Peace.
Hey.
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, Jonesies, Bonesies, and everyone in